All right guys, so we're actually here at one of our projects. It's a Long Beach home. This home was built, I believe in 1953 or 52, something like that. So it's pretty cool, pretty unique.
Hey Mike, so
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about construction, but that's the beam right there, right?
That is, yeah. That's actually a PSL. And that beam was requested from the engineer. This is what the engineer spec'd out for this, so we could take out this wall. This was an old bedroom. Their kitchen was actually right over here. And the only way for them to get a bigger kitchen, because of the hallway isn't really centered in the house, was to move the kitchen to this side. And that way, we're gonna put a bedroom back over there. That's gonna become their dining room. Their kitchen now is gonna be off their family room, which is what they really wanted in the first place. So for them, it made the most sense. And for us, it made the most sense looking at the layout and the structural aspect of it.
So if that's the beam right there, what is this wall that you're touching right now? What is that?
This? Oh, okay, good question. So for us to put the beam in, we have to take the weight off of that wall. So we can remove the wall, remove the supporting structure of it. So we build these temp walls. So even in like your proposal or contract, you might even see some of your contractors mention, you know, framing includes temp walls. That's what they mean by this. It's a wall that we put up to carry the weight of the ceiling or the roof while we work on that. And then when we're all done, we'll transfer the weight back to the beam and then remove these, and then you won't have any settling or anything in your house. The thing that's really unique about this house is, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of knob and tube or ever heard of someone mention that before. This is exactly what it is. They have these porcelain standoffs right here, and then you have the wire just go from one knob to the next knob. The knob really doesn't do anything other than keep the wire off of the wall or off the ceiling. As you can see, they have the porcelain guides right here where the wire will go through the ceiling joist. And all it is you have a hot and you have your neutral. And in this house, I can guarantee they maybe had 5 circuits for the whole house, probably when the house was built. And now in this kitchen alone, we're gonna have probably 9 to 10. So we're gonna take all of this out, we're gonna rewire it. It's all gonna be Romex, which in their case, we're gonna have to upgrade the panel too. So this whole area will get rewired. The old area where the kitchen used to be, I'll show you right here. Someone probably cut some of the knob and tube, canceled it, but you can see a burn right there. So at some point, this got hot right there. This is old low voltage line. This is probably for like a doorbell or something at the time. But this was their old kitchen. Pretty standard in the 50s. It's probably a 12 by 12.
So this is now going to be a bedroom?
This is going to be a bedroom. So it actually worked out really well because these are old wooden windows, which they didn't really want to have to replace too many of them. This wouldn't have met egress for us to escape in case of a fire. So they already had this exit door for the kitchen. So this is going to accommodate that code upgrade. So they're going to keep the windows, keep the door. This is just going to get converted into a bedroom. We'll close off this wall where Anthony is. And the doorway to get in will just be what the hallway doorway was for the kitchen. Our guys that were working were saying that the plans from the engineer weren't matching up to how the house was originally framed. And one of the things they meant by that was these ceiling joists, these 2x4s right here, this is showing as a structural wall. But in our plans, it shows that that's a structural wall right here, and the one dividing the kitchen and the old dining room. Now, it doesn't sound like that would be that big of a deal. Oh, it's like, oh, this is the way it is. We can just leave it. The problem though is it shows a shear wall right there, and it shows a shear wall here. And shear walls need to be supported by a foundation for it to work, so it can be anchored to the ground. These don't have footings. So now we have to talk to the engineer, explain to him that there's no footings here. So most likely these shear walls will go away, but we're gonna have to add them somewhere else.